Good evening, everyone. Let's move on to the next session. And this time we have with us Anshika Verma. She is an undergraduate student, senior year student, pursuing a degree in cybersecurity. And she has great interest towards, and she's very passionate about security. And today she will be telling us about one such topic and sharing her knowledge on that specific topic. She will be demystifying root cause analysis for us. So, without further ado, let's start the session.
Thank you so much for the introduction, and thank you, DiversiCon, for giving me the opportunity to come up here and present my views. So I'll share the screen. Okay. Yeah, so the topic is root cause analysis. And before that, about myself. So I am Anshika Verma, Lucknow chapter lead at InfoSec Girls. I'm also a pre-final year student at VIT Bhopal University and an intern at PingSafe AI. So, what is root cause analysis? So, the National Institute of Standards and Technology, they define root cause analysis as a principle-based systems approach for the identification of underlying causes associated with a particular set of risks. So, what this basically means is that there are a few set of rules and regulations and some principles which we follow whenever we are doing root cause analysis. And the systems approach, because the things in we believe that the things are interrelated and interconnected, and also the underlying causes implies that whenever you will do the scan, whenever you do the in-depth scan, then only you'll find the real cause between any threat or any incident which happened in the organization. So coming towards the next point, we have points to remember. So the thing is, first, like these are the points which, whenever you're conducting a root cause analysis, you should remember. So one thing is that focuses on corrective measures. So whatever are the existing threats or issues that are there in the organization because of which any incident might have happened. So these should be resolved in a manner that you are ensuring that because of these like threats or these issues or these misconfigurations, the incident should not repeat or any attack should not repeat in the organization. Then we have single root cause is not necessary. So whenever you're doing root cause analysis, it's very much it's highly possible that you're not only finding one single root cause. There will be many root causes which you will find associated with a single single incident or a single scenario. Now we have the main focus is on why the event happened. So whenever you're conducting the RCA, you will notice that the points or the methods, these are related towards finding why actually the event happened. And we should only be focusing on why the event happened, like rather than focusing much on who did this and because of whom this thing happened. The main focus is on why this event have happened and how we can stop it from recurring in the future. Now, talking about the benefits. So first thing is identify the barrier. So it basically means is that whatever factors which are stopping the organization's growth, you will get to identify these barriers and these problems in the system configurations and their management. Then we have developed logical approach where whatever is the team of the members, whoever are performing the root cause analysis, they'll develop a logical thinking pattern and they'll have their problem skills much more brushed up. And so that whenever in the future, God forbids, but if anything bad happens or any incident happens in the organization, they'll have these plus points because they'll have these experiences and these points which are from the previous incidents, from the previous RCAs, and that will really help them a lot for solving the future root causes. And then we have to identify the needs. So like it's the benefit is that whenever you will conduct the RCA, you will find a lots of the future need and the present needs of the organization. You will get to see whenever the method will be conducted and laid upon, there will be lots of configurational errors, there will be lots of management problems, there will be issues from the users and you which the organization will find up, and they can they can just get to know that what are the things they need to focus upon and what are the things they can leave for now. Okay, so the main part comes up now, that what are the various methodologies or various techniques which are used in RCA. So first one is the Pareto chart. So Pareto chart is basically a very simple technique of RCA where it is a combination of bar graph and a line graph. So basically the line graph indicates the frequency of defects along the cumulative impact. So it is based on the 80-20 principle. So what is this 80-20 principle? The 80-20 principle says that 80% of the uh, if of the defects within an organization are caused because of 20% of the things. So instead of focusing on the 20 of the 80% of different problems in the organization, you should focus upon the 20% of the thing because of which these events are happening. So the graph, basically, these bars, they will represent the category of error, and then we have these lines which are representing the cumulative percentage of the defects, and the these bars, one thing to note is down is that these bars are basically arranged in descending order, so that you get to know that which thing you have to focus upon and which thing you can leave for a later time period. So the one with the most number of problems and issues can be put up here and be followed by the next ones. Okay, now we have the five whys. So this is another method. So it's basically that there are a sequence of questions which are framed as why this thing happened, or why this thing occurred, or like something like that. So we have to, the this method basically focuses the exact reason, what could be the exact reason behind the problem. And the team's contribution is second thing. It gives the opportunity towards the uh, more mingling and more better communication skills amongst the team members, because it gives opportunity to team members for sharing their ideas, which ensures that there is continuous improvement in the case. And this then further determines the relationship, which helps to link the various root causes. So there are, as already mentioned, that for a single event, for a single incident, there it is possible that there will be lots of cases attached to it, lots of causes attached to it. So it will help you determine these relationships. So how do you basically conduct this five wise step? So the first thing is that you note down the problem. So you define the problem, actually what thing had happened. So for example, in an organization, so you keep noticing things that, okay, I was sitting there on the computer and I wasn't using the mouse, and still I noticed that the cursor has started moving all of a sudden. Why? Because some remote access has been taken, or these things. So you define whatever you are defining everything, and then finally create a problem statement regarding that, deciding which things you want to include and which things can be like excluded away. Then we are creating a team, so a common team involving with the people who were actually there at the time of the incident, who are related with the incident when it happened. And other than that, see, mostly in the organizations, they when they sorry yeah so for mostly organizations, when they lack the skills amongst I mean, RCA requires some set of skills, and if most of the organizations, like if they do not have any skilled professional in their department to do these things, so they basically hire third parties or tools, or either third party people out of other organizations to do this for them. So whenever the team is being created, we must ensure that everyone who's familiar with the specifics of the problem, who are familiar with the incident, they are also included from the beginning. And then once the team has been decided, for the one final time, you define the issue, what actually had happened, you discuss and note down the problem and the details with the team. And now comes the main part, when you start asking the questions that is asked by. For example, they require serious thoughts. The thing is this, that whenever you'll be questioning, the question can be simple, but whenever the answers, they'll be, they'll really need a lot of they'll need a lot of thinking, and they'll be much more serious. And one thing to notice and remember is that you should not include things, and not try to include only things which seem to be obvious, which will actually have happened, rather than creating a lot of hypothetical things, because in this way now you will end up including a lots of things which you would not want. So what will happen is that there will be a lot of because if once you create any hypothetical situation that maybe this would have happened, then because of this would have happened, lots of things will be coming up into the picture, and the thing will be more confusing rather than uh, yeah solving up of the issue. Yeah. So now next we have Ishikawa fishbone diagram. So it's basically a cause and effect diagram which helps in building into the relationship amongst these casual factors. And the primary bones represent the causes, and the subsequent bones they account for specific root causes. So basically, you have these. For example, there is an incident, and regarding these incident, I have like categorized it into different. These are the primary bones, the ones, the security policies, alert rules, code. These are the primary bones and the primary causes basically. And with these causes, these are the issues, or these are the problems which I noted down. So what is happening is that maybe for example, yeah, you take an organization A, and they have maybe okay, yeah, so for this organization, they have their a software hosted upon Azure. So now what is happening is we have noted that there are security policies, and when they when they made the security policy, they accidentally, the organization gave unauthorized access as well, which was not required. Like for example, someone in the marketing team, they did not require any access towards the security policy, but they were granted the access by mistake or somehow. So we noted down the point, okay. That there was an unauthorized access as well. Then alert rules, we find out that okay, because the notifications were turned off. So if there was in the security policies, whenever there was any update or any edit, they were unable to get it noticed, because the notifications were off, so the alert rules didn't notify them. And then coming towards the code, the input is not validated. So this is what Shikawa fishbone diagram basically does, that it will let you know about the problem, and it will help in setting up the relationships among the various very deep level roots and their causes. And yeah, so that was all from my side. Thank you so much. And you can connect anytime with me on LinkedIn. At the end, again, I would thank Vandana ma'am, Shivani ma'am. Thank you so much for having me here and giving me this opportunity. Thank you.
Thanks a lot, Anshika, for this session. This was a very interesting topic to be talked about, and I'm sure our audience must have enjoyed it. So, thanks a lot for this session. We will be closing this now.